Magandang araw, Math Explorers! In this video, we will talk about the interior and exterior angles of a polygon. Let's start by recalling the definition of a polygon. What is a polygon? A polygon is a closed plane figure made up of three or more line segments that intersect only at their endpoints, with each endpoint belonging to exactly two line segments. A polygon can be a triangle, a square, a pentagon, or even a dodecagon. The endpoints where two sides of a polygon meet are called vertices. When two line segments meet at a point, they form a vertex, and at that vertex, an angle is formed. An angle is what you see at a corner. The unit used to measure how open or wide an angle is called a degree. Now, let us explore the types of angles related to a polygon. Let's begin with interior angles. Interior angles are the angles inside a polygon, formed when two adjacent sides meet at a vertex. Adjacent sides are the sides that are next to each other, o yung magkatabing sides ng isang polygon. In the given triangle, angles 1, 2, and 3 are its interior angles. Remember, ang bilang ng interior angles ng isang polygon ay katumbas ng bilang ng mga gilid o sides nito. Halimbawa, kung quadrilateral, ito ay polygon na may 4 na sides, kaya ito ay may 4 ding interior angles. Also, remember that any triangle has 3 interior angles whose measures always add up to 180 degrees. But what about larger polygons? Huwag mag-alala, we have a formula for that. It is n minus 2 times 180 degrees, where n is the number of sides of the polygon. This gives us the sum of all interior angles of any polygon. But why does this formula work? It is because any polygon can be divided into triangles, and each triangle has an angle sum of 180 degrees. So when we find out how many triangles fit into a polygon, we just multiply that number by 180 degrees to get the total interior angle sum. Let us prove it by drawing triangles inside polygons. For example, in this quadrilateral, all you need to do is draw a diagonal starting from any vertex to a non-adjacent vertex. Ibig sabihin, yung vertex na hindi katabi at hindi konektado ng isang side ng polygon. So for this quadrilateral, we can divide it into two triangles. And this is true for all quadrilaterals. Now, we have a pentagon. And following the same process, we can divide this pentagon into 3 triangles. Next is a hexagon. And we can divide this hexagon into 4 triangles. Now, by observing the pattern, a quadrilateral has 4 sides and can be divided into 2 triangles. A pentagon has 5 sides and can be divided into 3 triangles. And a hexagon has 6 sides and can be divided into 4 triangles. This tells us that if we continue with heptagons and other polygons, all you need to do to find the number of triangles is subtract 2 from the number of sides. That's why we use the formula n minus 2 to find how many triangles a polygon can be divided into. At sabi natin kanina, the sum of the interior angle measures of a triangle is 180 degrees. So, for other polygons, we multiply n minus 2 by 180 degrees to find the sum of their interior angles. Let us see how it works. We will use this hexagon which has 6 sides as example. So we have n equals 6. Applying the formula n minus 2 times 180 degrees, we get 6 minus 2 times 180 degrees, which is equal to 4 times 180 degrees. and this gives us a product of 720 degrees. So the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a hexagon is 720 degrees. This time, let's look outside the polygon. Let us talk about how exterior angles of a polygon are formed. An exterior angle is formed when one side of a polygon is extended outward. As you can see, we can create 3 exterior angles in the triangle, and we can name them as angles 4, 5, and 6 respectively. If you notice, a triangle has 3 interior angles and also 3 exterior angles, because for any polygon, the number of exterior angles is equal to the number of interior angles. Now, what do you notice about angles 1 and 6? About angles 2 and 4? And about angles 3 and 5? Yes, they are adjacent angles because they share a common side and a vertex. Kaya sina angles 1, 2, and 3 ay tinatawag na adjacent interior angles ng angles 6, 4, and 5 respectively. Also, if you observe closely, they form linear pairs. That's why the sum of their angle measures is 180 degrees because linear pairs are always supplementary. So we can say that the adjacent interior angle plus the measure of the exterior angle is always equal to 180 degrees. Let us use those pieces of information to know the sum of the exterior angle measures of a polygon. Na-observe natin ng isang exterior angle at ang adjacent interior angle nito ay linear pair, kaya ang sum ng kanilang sukat ay 180 degrees. Halimbawa, itong triangle na ito ay isang equilateral triangle, meaning lahat ng kanyang interior angles ay may sukat na 60 degrees. Let us use angle 6, which is an exterior angle, and its adjacent interior angle, angle 1, as an example. Since they form a linear pair, let us write the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 6 is equal to 180 degrees. Since the measure of angle 1 is 60 degrees, let us think what should be added to it to get 180 degrees. To find out, we simply subtract 60 degrees from 180 degrees, and this will give us 120 degrees, which is the measure of angle 6. At dahil equilateral triangle ito, pareho rin ang sukat ng dalawa pang exterior angles. Each is also 120 degrees. Now, let's add them all. 120 degrees plus 120 degrees plus 120 degrees equals 360 degrees. So the sum of the exterior angles of a triangle is 360 degrees. Let us check if this is also true for other polygons. Here, we have a square. A square has 4 right angles, meaning lahat ng interior angles nito ay may sukat na 90 degrees. Dahil linear pair ang exterior at ang adjacent interior angle, ang sukat ng bawat exterior angle ay 180 minus 90 equals 90 degrees. At dahil quadrilateral ito, may 4 itong exterior angles. So let's add them. 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90 equals 360 degrees. Kaya, the sum of the exterior angles of a square is 360 degrees, pareho sa triangle. Let us try another polygon and see if this is always true. Tingnan naman natin kung ganito rin sa isang pentagon. Halimbawa, ang pentagon ay regular, meaning lahat ng sukat ng interior angles nito ay pare-pareho. As you can see, bawat interior angle ay may sukat na 108 degrees. Kaya naman, dahil linear pair sila ng exterior angles, para makuha ang sukat ng exterior angle, all we need to do is to subtract 108 degrees from 180 degrees and we get 72 degrees. Ito yung sukat ng bawat exterior angle ng pentagon na ito. Ngayon, kung i-add natin ang 5, dahil ang pentagon ay may 5 sides, 72 plus 72 plus 72 plus 72 plus 72, we get 360 degrees. Kaya, ang sum ng exterior angles ng regular pentagon ay 360 degrees rin, pareho sa triangle at square. So, What can we conclude about the sum of the exterior angle measures of a polygon? Based on this pattern, kahit ilan pa ang bilang ng exterior angles ng polygon, the sum is always 360 degrees. Paano ito nangyayari? The sum of the exterior angles is always 360 degrees because they form one full turn around the shape. And that full rotation is defined as 360 degrees in angle measurement. If you are concerned about finding the measure of each exterior angle of a polygon, you can use the formula 360 degrees divided by n, where n is the number of sides of the polygon, as long as the polygon is regular. For example, this regular pentagon shows that all of its exterior angles measure 72 degrees. Let us confirm it using the formula. 360 degrees divided by 5, since a pentagon has 5 sides, it will give us a quotient of 72 degrees. And that ends our lesson. Keep practicing with different polygons. Remember, math is not just about numbers, it's about patterns, logic in the world around us.